We have some crazy up-to-date theories sent in by you all that is going to make us look at life differently. Shout out to Devontae for the next couple of videos.
He said after a certain time, being on the shore of the beach is dangerous because that's when they arrive and they take people with them.
Ooh.
Point blank, period. And you know, everybody's compound on the coast got electric charged wire on top of the fences, barbed wire, and they all got these signs, danger. And everybody got their security. They say after a certain time it get dangerous. Be inside the gate. Don't go to the water because, you know, none of us can swim good enough to get you back from them. I spoke to a guy. He said he went for a night swim, and when he got back to shore, he was standing there with his towel, and he looked, and he seen a merman standing there.
I'm cool. No, sir.
The hair was not like you see in the movies. He said he had these large black eyes, and he said he got this compelling feeling to go into the water. And he said he glad he fought the thought because he said he felt like if he did, nobody ever see him again. And I went to Puerto Rico. The locals said the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
There's videos now in Mexico of people that are given the same description.
For sure.
Recently, that just happened a few weeks ago, that they seen one that walked onto the shoreline.
That's the thing.
It's got legs.
Apparently, the males don't have the fish appendage at the end. They got legs, but they have webbed hands and webbed feet.
Okay.
So this is the description everybody's getting.
Swim down. You look at Italy, okay? Italy is a perfect example of swim down. Now, if you don't know what I mean by swim down, if you've ever seen Finding Nemo, remember when they're all caught in that big net and all the fish swim down together and they break the net and they get free? Italy is swimming down together. They're not rioting. They're not burning down. They are doing something that is way scarier to those in power. They are refusing to let life go on as normal. They are shutting down until their government hears them. I'm talking trains have stopped. They're refusing to unload ports. Airports have stalled. Universities are paused. And it's all happening together. It's not random. That is coordinated pressure, baby. Now let's compare that to the United States, because we are told just vote at midterms, work harder, protest on your lunch break, but be quiet about it and don't you block a roadway. That is not swimming down, people. That is thrashing around in the net. We have to start trusting each other and trusting that you're swimming down too. We're all swimming to the same thing. We may not agree on everything. We may look different, okay? Don't really give a right now. Swim down.
An American and you have an international trip coming up, you need to see this because supposedly, allegedly, they are canceling people's passports. And this is one of those things that can ruin your life in real time. There are people that have went on vacation, landed in another country, got off the plane, and then were told their passports were canceled. Not by them. They didn't report it. They didn't lose it. They were told it was marked as lost or stolen.
No.
Now, mind you, when you check into the airport in the United States, they're letting you check in. They're letting you get on these international flights. Everything is fine. Mind you, when you land in another country, they're saying that it's an alert on your passport. Now, if you go down the rabbit hole of passport not lost or stolen TikTok, you will see that there are numerous people saying this. So why are people's passports being reported stolen? A man said that he was deported from Thailand. A woman said that she went to Rome and almost couldn't get back to the United States. If she didn't have all of her information, birth certificate, ID, passport, social security card, she would have been a Rome citizen. Now, you got to ask yourself, why are they randomly canceling people's passports?
No, really?
Now, you got to remember this. A lot of people said that they wanted to leave the United States because of things that's going on. They are willing to move out of the United States where they were born and raised because all of these things are going on. I need you to keep that in mind. And now, randomly, they're canceling people's passports. Also, people are saying that they've been detained, sent straight back, or forced to rush to the U.S. Embassy to drop off $300 for an emergency passport on the spot. That's panic money. Right now, there's only one thing that you can actually do. Call the National Passport Information Center, have your passport with you, tell them you're calling to confirm whether your passport is valid or flagged or lost or stolen. This is where we're at right now. So if you're traveling, please don't ignore this. I'm out.
I haven't heard of anything like that, but then again, I haven't been in the news and in, social media and stuff. Some people are saying, that they worked at the airport, they never heard or seen this. And then there's people that's like, no, I had a cousin that they did this to. So I don't know. It's very 50-50. But if you guys know if this is true or not, let us know in the comment section down below, because passports is not nothing to play with. And passports are not cheap either. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
We've got some insane Meta news. Meta is powering Columbus with nuclear energy. This is a massive moment for Central Ohio. Meta just confirmed that it will use nuclear power to support its Prometheus AI data center campus in New Albany. Prometheus gave fire from the gods to man. Pretty cool name. A move that literally puts Columbus at the center of a global AI infrastructure race. All right, so here's what actually matters. The Prometheus is planned as a 1 gigawatt AI data center cluster, one of the largest in the world. Meta has secured nuclear energy agreements to ensure consumers, us, we don't absorb the power costs. A new 1.2 gigawatt nuclear power campus is planned in Pike County to support long-term demand, and thousands of constructions and operational jobs will follow across Ohio. This signals Columbus is being built for decades of AI growth, not short-term cycle. This isn't just about data centers, it's about power security, long-term infrastructure, and why New Albany keeps attracting projects while other major regions simply cannot support. Whether people love or hate data centers, it's a separate debate, because what's important and what's undeniable right now is that this level of investment only happens when a region is strategically important. Columbus isn't really guessing anymore, it's being engineered for the future. What do you think about all this though? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Let us know in the comments below. As always, it's Kagan, your favorite realtor, signing off.
Them doing something like this is not no good thing. I promise you on that. Them building this is not going to help us. It's something to that. Yeah, I don't think nobody should be happy about that. I don't know about that.
We're showing how there is a cell phone tower inside this lifeguard house. And this is common too with fire departments as well. They will put a cell phone tower in those places. So the people who are supposed to save us are getting cooked by the cell phone tower. And that's what's in this right here. And we can see that because this is going off the charts as I just stand here. And someone would say that's not possible. Check antennasearch.com. See all those red dots? Those are cell phone towers that went up during 2020. And this is a map of 4G versus 5G. And if you notice the dates, before the pandemic, after the pandemic, covering the whole country. And there'll always be those people who say, no, this technology is safe. The government told me it's safe. Well, check this. This is the U.S. Navy who did 5,000 studies on the dangers of non-ionizing radiation in 1971. Look at the side effects. Headaches, insomnia, restlessness, all types of fatigue, chronic fatigue, thyroid issues, depression, loss of hair, hallucinations, sleeplessness. I mean, the list goes on and on. So people need to be aware of this. And also you have to ask why the government passed a bill in 1996 to not let you sue cell phone companies for damages. And last but not least, here's a book to read so you can understand how the government's been lying to us for a real long time on electricity and radio frequencies.
There's so many clones coming into Europe, right? That would mean there's even potentially clones in this room right now. There must be so many.
80% of the Caucasian population.
80% of the Caucasian population are clones. So, it's not about racism. So also...
No, it's nothing to do with race.
Is there any science? Is there any signs that you could have a clone in your life, that you're in love with a clone? Like, I know a lot of people say that they don't think, they don't have internal dialogue. Is there anything you've come across?
That's exactly what I was about to say. So Dolores Cannon did the work on this. So Benjamin Franklin also wrote about this, saying that there was a dire need to fill America with Caucasian people. So for whatever reason, they decided to do that. Yeah, they say that there is no inner dialogue, and they called it whitewashing. Wow. But Dolores Cannon believed that 80% of the population that look like me can't trace their family tree back past really the 1800s with any accuracy, and we refer to them today as NPCs.
Wow.
She said they were soulless. I don't think anything living is soulless. I think we all have a connection. But it was called whitewashing, for want of a better expression. And it was to make out, and they did this at the World's Fairs and Expositions, they would have on display people from indigenous tribes, and they would bring children from Africa, put them on display, and they were labelled as primitive and savage.
Wow.
And this was specifically to dumb down and remove history. And this is connected to the Moors from Africa, who built some of the most beautiful architecture in the world. They wanted everyone to consider them as primitive. And Tartaria was removed for a similar reason, so we would consider Moscow, Russia, to be behind, a little bit backward, and that was another part of it. So, that's what happened. And what I'd suggest people do is watch the second film that Alice Guy produced, which is on YouTube. It's called Midwife to the Upper Classes, and you'll see an example there of where the middle class couple come to buy a baby.
So this is what we found in Kimberly's cheeseburger.
Went to McDonald's.
I got 2 teeth on the dash.
Oh.
He did.
Jimbo, why don't you assist Lunch Lady Doris in the kitchen?
My McDonald's burger, it looks like it's a tooth.
Or part of a tooth.
Sausage McGriddle and a large orange juice.
So I went to McDonald's for breakfast.
Couple bites.
Couple bites? She ate the whole burger.
This sandwich tastes so young and impudent.
It's hard as a rock.
Bit into it. And then as I was chewing.
Took my girls to go get their normal
Why
Happy
the same
Meals
piercing on the lip?
Got a 10-piece.
What's this?
I don't know.
What the is that?
Ice. In others, she bit down into one of her chicken nuggets. The
tooth in my food.
She pulls this out. She hands it to me, Kay.
That wasn't a bit of the burger. That right there.
This is not my baby's tooth.
Are you saying you killed Jimbo, processed his carcass, and served him for lunch?
I was watching a video of this guy lead testing the mugs at some retail stores, and he got to Five Below. He started lead testing the mugs, and a lot of the mugs didn't have lead in it. But the funny thing was, all the mugs that had anything to do with black women, or a girl with an afro, or said black girl magic, all had like a concerning amount of lead in them. It's just funny how when it came to anything that had to do with a black woman, black people in general, all them cups had lead in them, but all your other cups don't.
Wild.
But you should really not be buying like cups and mugs and plates from places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, anywhere you can buy cheap with good like designs on it and paint. Do not buy it, because a lot of that got lead in it, and most people don't have no lead tester, so you really don't know the difference. And for everybody that doesn't understand why the shouldn't be drinking out of something or eating out of something that has lead in it, look at the effects of what lead does to your body. There is a reason why they banned that being produced on certain, but the only reason they're getting away with it is because they're calling it decor and not like that you can eat off of. And the moment that paint starts to chip on that, you start to consume that lead. It is not worth it. That cheap plate, that cheap mug, I don't give a if it's a Hello Kitty up there, leave it at the store.
They've invented contacts that can now see things that the naked eye can't see, as well as see in the dark. Tell me more. Yeah, what's happening is they're putting the contacts in and they're seeing weird creatures that they can't see with the naked eye, which is freaking them out, so they don't know if they want to release them yet until they can just only see in the dark. That's awesome. The testers of these contacts said that they saw creatures that looked dark and had glowing eyes, as well as long fingers. Okay. The testers said that they could actually see super well in the dark, but what was strange is they could close their eyes and still see through their eyelids even in the dark.
What? I'm cool.
Many of them had to stop testing them because of the things they were seeing and how creeped out they got. One of them also said that one of these dark creatures leaped forward at them and went through their body, they said. I like that.
Somebody said that the Ruach HaKodesh can give you those eyes for free. The Ruach HaKodesh is the Holy Spirit, in other words. That's why I was laughing, because it's true. You can just ask for it. Ask Yahuwah. Yahuwah will give you eyes to see. Somebody said that cats have been dealing with this forever. And then somebody mentioned I need the context. I got to start fighting my demons face to face. No, but all jokes aside, I wanted to bring up the fact that this is like the modern day movie of They Live. Because remember, the guy had glasses on. So you would put the glasses on, he would see everything, right? Then he'd take it off and then it looked like this. He put the glasses back on, he could see. I'll post pictures for references. So now instead of glasses, now it's contacts. Now you put the contacts in, you can see. You take them out, you can't see the stuff that you were seeing with the contacts on.
Sharing on social has changed the way that people are experiencing their lives. You know, she says this, we've been posting about our lives for a long time, but now I notice something else. Something more than a compulsion to capture and share moments. I see people turning into TV characters, their memories into episodes, themselves into entertainment. We have become the meaningless content swiped past and scrolled through. Experiences, relationships, even our own children are cheapened, packaged, churned out for others to consume. For some of us, growing older has become a series of episodes to release. First the proposal, then the wedding, followed by house tours, pregnancy reveals, every milestone and update on and on forever. We exist to entertain each other.
Oh, wow.
I think
that's
we end the episode right there.
Very well put.
Somebody had a valid quote in here. They said, I promise you the people that are posting less are living more. Y'all can go on my Instagram right now and see it just takes me months to post. I'm not a poster. I don't even like taking the camera out because I like enjoying the moment. People be so quick, and I get it. I was there too, especially when Snapchat. I know Snapchat is still popping, but it wasn't popping like how it was popping when it first came out. You would get on your phone and you had to Snapchat everything. You had to pull out your phone for everything just to like film. Like basically, there was a quote that was like, if you didn't record, were you really there? I think that's a trap. Live life. Like everything doesn't need to be posted. You get what I'm saying? But in other words, you have people that will post their life on social media like people care. People are looking at that for entertainment. Because you know, drama sells. So people are gonna look at the drama, they're gonna hype up drama. They're not gonna be there to help you. They're just looking at it. I wanna say this, privacy is very beautiful because then people don't know what to attack because you don't put nothing out there. Life is just different when you move privately, not secretively, but privately. But somebody said that social media got people thinking that they're the main character while not living in their reality and creating a false narrative on their lives. It's so many people where I'm like, did you forget that we know you in real life? You was not moving like that. Social media is so fake, but it makes so much sense. It's like an episode. Like literally, social media is the new TV. If you think about it, I don't even know if people are watching TV like that. I don't even know if movie theaters are popping like that, but I know what's popping, social media.
Always asking, how are Brazilian people so fit?
No, they don't.
This is a bus stop in Brazil.
Ain't no way.
Bar, closed grid, pull up. Has a ladder in case you want to warm up. Dips.
Can't be real.
Kidding. This is literally a bus stop right here. You wait for your bus right here. You do pull-ups. You can do muscle-ups. You can stretch. You can do dips. You can get a full workout over here. We're wondering why America's so fat.
Y'all, what if there was a way to visit heaven? I know, crazy, right? But just listen. The book of Enoch and the Bible both suggest that there are gates and windows that open into heaven. You heard me, into heaven. In the book of Enoch, it also talks about why the trees were chopped down. That they were actually chopped down by angels, and that's what caused the flood. But that's not even a kicker. It's just something about the name Devil's Tower that's always stuck with me. Because why else would it be called that? Did that explain why they also built the Tower of Babel? Because it could actually reach the gates and the windows? It got knocked down right before it could be used? In the book of Enoch, it explains how there is an opening and closing daily for the sun and the moon to go through to heaven. And how there's wardens waiting at the window so you can't get through. So would that mean that Earth is a prison? But also, there are 4 particular points where there are bigger openings. And that's at the end of each season. And this happens 4 times within 360 days, as explained here. But what if this map has some truth to it? What if we've been told how to open the gates of heaven pretty much our whole life? Maybe you don't recognize this, but I'm sure you'll recognize this. Do you see it now? Symbolism has been everywhere. And what if we were shown exactly what happened to these gates in a particular movie? Pay attention. See the water?
I have never seen that movie.
Oh, in this video, it was clearly for entertainment purposes. But make sure you like and comment and let me know what you think.
The airport is on lockdown. No flights going in, no flights going out. Thousands of people are trying to find accommodations. The airlines are not helping us. The airport is not helping us. Thousands of people had to figure out how they're getting home, but they can't get home because all the airports in all the Caribbean countries are on lockdown.
Oh my.
Nothing flying in, nothing flying out because of the president y'all put in office. I'm currently at the airport at the Virgin Islands reporting live. Thousands of people don't know when they're getting home. All of us Americans don't know when we're getting home. You can't rebook your flight because everything is canceled indefinitely. You can rebook something and it's gonna get canceled. Go try it. None of the customer service people are helping us. When you call the airline, they can't help you. All they're gonna do is refund you. No accommodations, no hotel vouchers, no food vouchers, no nothing. None of the airlines are helping us. None of the airports are helping us. Nothing. So all of us are just stuck with no communication, no help, no nothing. I need y'all to spread the word and let y'all know and let everybody know what's going on.
Blocking Oracle is not going to fix your FYP. Getting mad and protesting is not going to fix the government. You know the reason why
today,
you're
Satan.
not seeing what's going on in Italy right now? Because your government doesn't want you to know that Italy is sitting back with their wine and their coffee cups. They bought everything they needed for a whole month and nobody left their house. They didn't go to work. They didn't make purchases. They didn't put any money into the economy. And Italy is literally going, what can we do to get you back? What can we do to get you back? What can we do to get you back? And the Italian people are saying, I'm happy just being here. I didn't realize that I didn't need all this. Cancel everything. Cancel everything. We're not paying you to do nothing for us. That's how we get back. Not protesting, because they'll just hire people on both sides to give them a reason to shut it down.
So true.
You have to stop going to work. You have to stop buying. You have to stop paying them.
Okay, if you haven't heard about what's going on in Italy because you only watch US media or are living under rock, which is basically the same thing at this point. Let me break it down for you. The entire country is on strike today. Tens of thousands of people, hundreds of cities all over the country, trains, ports, roads closed. Why? Because Israel intercepted that flotilla that was on its way to Gaza carrying all the humanitarian aid and the activists. Oh, by the way, that same flotilla was supposed to be escorted by an Italian warship the entire way, but it withdrew about 150 miles off the coast of Gaza. How is the Prime Minister responding to all of this? Well, she's calling it irresponsible and an excuse for a long weekend. The Deputy Prime Minister is threatening legal action against all the protesters. Meanwhile, the rest of the country knows that this is a good thing to do. Literally, there's videos of people stuck in their cars, honking their horns and cheering because they're not stupid, okay? Where's the US media in all of this? Where's the coverage? Crickets. I haven't seen from the US media. If you want to find any information, you have to go online, do your own research, talking Reuters, Al Jazeera, European news outlets, okay? Why do you think the US doesn't want to show us this? Well, maybe because they're scared that we might wake up.
Standstill on Monday as a general strike spread across the country in solidarity with Gaza. From midnight, rail lines, metro services, ports, schools, and public services were brought to a halt. Demonstrations erupted in major cities including Milan, Rome, Genoa, Livorno, and Bologna. Protesters carried flags, banners, and chanted slogans while blocking ports and university lecture halls. In Rome, train cancellations piled up, while in Milan, the city's M4 metro line was forced to close. The strike was organized by grassroots unions, demanding that Italy cut relations with Israel. The USB union declared that breaking ties is the only real way for Italy to react to what they described as genocide.
Somebody made a valid point with this video. They said, why is his shirt letters backwards, but what's on this chalkboard is like regular? Can somebody explain that for me? Unless they wrote this backwards, I don't know. I can't explain it because as y'all can see, my shirt's backwards, right? Like I said, this is my right hand, this is my left. The camera's flipped, which is why his letters are backwards, but they're not backwards on this chalkboard.
Look at the red light, because the red light is already looking at you. Starting November 25th, a new warning goes live, and every driver needs to hear this before midnight. Late-night Uber and delivery drivers were the first to notice it. Technicians installing small black devices under traffic lights across major intersections. These are not ticket cameras. Insiders say they're military-grade iris and facial scanners. And the trap works in a frighteningly simple way. You stop at a red light, you look up waiting for it to turn green. And in that moment, that single second, your face is scanned through the windshield in high-resolution detail. The system checks your identity instantly. If your face doesn't match the car owner, if you're undocumented, or if you're not in the database at all, a silent alert is sent to a patrol car waiting just a few blocks ahead. They're not watching for traffic violations anymore. They're watching for people. If you need to drive tomorrow, wear dark sunglasses, pull your hat low, drop the visor to block your face, avoid big roads, use side streets, stay unseen. Share this before morning, because starting tomorrow, stopping at a red light might not just stop your car, it could stop your future.
Some billionaires low-key really be insane, bro. Like, they'll get on a podcast and talk about how they take powerful illicit drugs to hallucinate. They eat more raw meat than the average American diet. And also, a lot of their physical activity during the day might be flipping a tire. That's also what mentally ill homeless people do. Sometimes I feel like the difference between a homeless person and a billionaire is $999,993.86. The homeless people keep like $614 and change on them usually. You'll have Elon Musk on a podcast yelling into Mike about how he thinks humanity is going to live on Mars in 10 years. The dude that lives outside of your local library also thinks the same thing.
I ain't gonna cap, you got a point.
But no one thinks Randy is a visionary. You see what?
I learned that frogs used to be fridges. I am being so serious. Way before refrigerators were even a thing,
I heard about this
in
before.
Russia and Finland were struggling to find a way to keep milk from spoiling. The solution? Drop a live brown frog into the milk vessel. This was common practice from the 19th century through the 20th century, a traditional method of food preservation passed down from generation to generation. Because sure enough, people realized when they added a frog to their milk, the milk stayed fresh longer. They didn't know why, they just knew it worked. But then in 2012, a study led by Dr. Albert Lebedev from Moscow State University decided to finally investigate the seemingly magical properties of this frog. They found that the skin of the brown frog secretes this goo that is this cocktail of 76 different peptides, many of which have powerful antimicrobial properties that stop bacteria and fungal growth, preventing milk from going bad. These natural compounds were identified as Brevnin 1-TB, which were effective at fighting off bad bacteria like Staphylococcus and Salmonella, essentially acting as a natural preservative. This makes sense because frogs don't have many natural defense systems. They don't have teeth, they don't have claws, so their only real defense system is their skin to protect them from predators both large and microscopic. Since then, scientists have been working to see if they can develop a new line of antibiotics derived from frog skin, which would be incredibly useful if successful given the dire state of antibiotic resistance. This unusual tradition was actually the serendipitous moment of ingenuity, a natural remedy before we had the technological solution. If you like science worth sharing like this, then follow us everywhere at Today I Learned Science at TIL Science.
Who in their right mind thought, let me put a frog in my milk and it's gonna preserve the milk life? I just wanna know. I wanna know your thought process behind that. And then they can easily jump out, so I'm trying to figure out how did they keep them in there? What if they would have drowned? Can frogs drown? Y'all, I don't know nothing about no frogs. I know frogs is unclean. Let's look that up together. Yes, frogs are considered unclean in the Bible. So there's no way impossible. There's no way impossible we was doing that. That's all I'm saying. I have so many questions. I need these answered. I need to know who thought of that. I need to know how did they keep them in there. I need to know, can frogs drown? And I need to know what happens when they poop and pee.
You can now have a baby with your homeboy.
What?
Recently, there was a scientific breakthrough where they made human
What do you mean by
embryos
that?
using skin. So like instead of needing a female human egg, they used two dudes' skins and then also fertilized it with that. This follows a Chinese study where they were able to create a baby mouse using two male mice, and the baby mouse had both the guy's DNA. But like it goes even crazier than that. Like imagine if we took LeBron and Katie's DNA and made like a superhuman baby.
I don't
like, it would just
care.
be the best basketball player of like all time. It'd probably be the best athlete of all time. Kind of scary to think about, but like also kind of interesting.
The thought of 6, from what I've heard, the reason why they've taken so long into rolling
They
this
take it
out
forever.
is because they want to make it so insane that they want to create a system that you're going to be playing in this game, and within this game you're going to be able to have jobs in Grand Theft Auto 6 and actually be making real money, similar to Ready Player One.
Let me find out.
So
Hold
now
on.
you're going to be able to like create wealth in the game, buy a house in the game, and have real job and generating income to be like stuck in the game even more, that you can actually generate money and pay your bills, pay all this stuff in the real world, but you're working in this virtual reality.
Okay.
Freaking mind-blowing. You don't think
That
that's
is.
crazy? People are gonna be stuck in this game. That I've even heard of people wanting to create like brands for this game for them to have like within the game. So let's say we have a hat
If this
brand.
is true, this makes so much sense.
In the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Isn't that freaking insane?
Yeah, but that would be smart because then people are gonna be like, oh, I want to have my little avatar thing.
Yeah,
looking like this.
Yeah, that's freaking smart, dude. It's smart, but there goes to show you that people are gonna be more invested in the game rather than real life.
This video, y'all. So this lady lives in California, right? And you guys know what's happening in California right now. All the crazy weather anomalies, right? So she goes in and does her regular routine AC filter change, right? But this time it's a lot different. She puts up her flashlight up to this dirty one, and this thing starts buzzing like it's got some electromagnetic disturbance interfering with it, y'all. But that's not it. She goes
From
to
the
the
fog.
new one, and the new one doesn't do it at all. Is there something in this filter that's causing the biofeedback or the buzzing, y'all? Listen to this.
Oh, y'all, watch this and listen.
What made her try that?
Can y'all hear that? Every time we put the flashlight to it, it hums.
Y'all see the particles that's raining down in California? Look at the particles. Look at that, y'all.
Now watch.
What's going on? Look, now she gets the new one. She shines the light to the floor. Here's the old one, and here's the new one.
The clean filter. Don't do it. Yo, what the fudge?
No, that's kind of wild.
Y'all hear that? Nothing, right? Now listen. Why is the dirty filter doing that?
Now again, y'all, this is in California. Is something going out there in the fog? Is there something in the fog? Now, allegedly, TikTok, they say there is smart dust out there. Allegedly, could this be coming inside of our homes and making the filter, and making this flashlight react to the filter? This is very interesting, y'all. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this video. Let's get this shit. Peace out.
Dirty filter doing that.
This one girl had mentioned that she had not seen clouds in like over a month, and all she has been seeing is fake fog and chemtrails.
This right here should scare the crap out of you for so many reasons. So you know how every single year that goes by, it seems like more and more and more of your friends are unable to have a baby for some reason? Well, this right here is the fertility rate in 2005. As you see, it's pretty good. Not as good as the 90s, of course, but pretty good, right? Well, this is 2021. What
That's
in the
a
world
drastic
happened?
The food.
And it's no surprise that New York and California are some of the lowest on this list, by the way. A decline in fertility that quick shows a decline of our overall health. For instance, even has doubled in the last 40 years. I thought these people were supposed to be making us better. There are many things we can point a finger at, but one of the big things is the runoff of SI antidepressants. Check this out. Shrimp on Prozac are unaliving themselves. The runoff with all these antidepressants in it are literally in every body of water right now, affecting fish and obviously the humans who eat the fish. In this article, they're basically saying, without saying, that SSRIs basically mimic the female when they're breastfeeding, basically blocking that ability to become pregnant. Have those babies while you can, another 15 years based on this, and you won't even have a shot.
I know I said food, but it's the chemtrails too. It's a lot of things that they're doing. We could name the jab as well. There's so much stuff that has changed from 2005 to 2026. So much stuff that they're implementing.
What they left out of the release of the files, out of the release of the photos,
Wow, I've never seen this photo before. I had to like look and find it. This is a photo of Donald Trump and a little girl that it was invited. I think her family was invited to one of like the presidents or not presidential, sorry, one of the balls that the current president was at. And this was during like the 90s, I think. But look at how he has his hand placed around this little girl's neck. Even though there hasn't been any specific charges made regarding this child, I would never trust somebody like Trump around my kids. Look at this girl. Like, I am completely disgusted. But I'm not surprised. This is the type of stuff that he does and he's done and constantly gets away with. And honestly, at this point, I'm just ready for justice for the victims. I'm ready to see him arrested. I'm ready to see him gone. And hopefully all these files being released leads to that. I'm a little bit unsure if that will.
They said her name is possibly Allie Carter. Why does that name sound familiar? Wait a minute. Allie Carter, as in the one girl that we reacted to that was exposing all that stuff that was happening? I gotta post a picture of her. If this is really Allie Carter, I'm shocked. This is what they're saying though. They're saying that because they're like, is this that girl named Carter? What's her first name? And people was talking about Allie Carter. But they're saying that the photo is fake. That community note that was in the Instagram, I'll show you. It says original photo is with his own daughter. This is playing on the fact that the DOJ did remove many photos of Trump after releasing some of the Epstein files, but this is not one of those photos with Trump with a child that was removed. So I guess okay, because I was like, what does he mean? I was like, I know they're not even trying to say that this is his daughter. No, what they're trying to say is that the original photos, he was holding his daughter by the neck like that, or holding her by the neck.
And Avatar are two films with the same premise explored by directors of different races.
Break
Both
this down
movies
for
ask
me.
the question,
Break this
what would
down.
happen if white people could literally colonize and inhabit and subjugate the physical bodies of minorities, black people, people of color, indigenous peoples, blue people? Jordan Peele's answer to that question is that is horrifying. That is literally the end goal of racism and colonialization. This commodification and total subjugation of the indigenous persons or the black persons or the marginalized person's body and literal fetishization of it to the point that it becomes the white person's plaything. That is the dystopian end goal that racism wants to achieve. James Cameron, a famously white man, when posed with this same exact premise, goes, actually, that'd be pretty tight. I would like to do that, actually. And I think the fact that one of them is a standalone movie and the other one is the highest grossing film of all time that spawned a franchise, that should tell you everything that you need to know about the world, I think. And yeah, I know I'm not the first person to have this idea, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. It's very interesting to me.
He was the first person I heard it from. I didn't even think about putting two and two together like that.
You are, to my knowledge, the only leader of a prominent nation who was abducted by aliens and taken up on a spacecraft while you were a sitting president in 1997.
You are constantly using the term abducted. I was invited by them.
The episode you're about to watch is truly historic. I'm here with the great Kirsan Ilyumzinov. Not only was he president of Kalmykia at the time of his alien visitation,
Thank you, Icy, for the video.
You are literally feeding your kids plastic glue and industrial lubricants. I'm talking about Oreos, that cream in the middle. It's not cream at all. It's rapeseed oil whipped with emulsifiers that act like edible glue holding the sludge together. And the cookie part strip cocoa and chemical stabilizers enough to start clogging your arteries if you eat them too much. I scanned them with the Reveal It app, and it came back as 82% processed. This is unbelievable.
That lady said the government allows this because it keeps doctors and hospitals in business. It's a never-ending cycle. Oh, okay. I wore this shirt on the right day. Y'all, that is the end of this reaction. I know it's a lot of editing that's going to be taking place, but this video was 54 minutes to be exact. So this one was a lengthy one. And I got to give a huge shout out to Devontae for all these videos that he sent in because they were all his except for the last one. That last one about the Oreos was icy. So I appreciate it. I want to say if you want your video featured on here along with a shout out, all you have to do is join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. I have a thread called Conspiracy Theories Reactions where you'll go and you'll drop your favorite conspiracy theory on there, and I'll see it, I'll react to it, and upload it on the big screen. So shout out to those that have been dropping videos, and shout out to those that will be dropping videos. I truly appreciate it. I do want to say that we are on the road to 900,000 people. I want to give a major shout out. Well, not just 900,000, a million. But I want to give a major shout out to all of you who have helped support this channel. Whether you liked, you subscribed, you commented, you shared, whatever the case is, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I have to give all praises and all esteem and all honor to our Saba Yahuwah and our Abba Yahushua Mashiach, because I'm just the vessel that they work in and through. I have to give credit and honor where it's due. If I'm on both, let it be in Yahuwah and Yahushua HaMashiach. If you guys see a light in me, let it lead you to the light, which is Yahuwah and Yahushua HaMashiach, because it's nothing that I'm doing, and I'm grateful that they allow me to be a steward over what they rightfully own. So hallelujah. Y'all know y'all see the merch. A cured patient is a lost customer, one of many that is out now. Go check out the website, shopperkyy.com. Link is in the description down below. When you happen to buy, may you please take a picture and tag me so I can feature you on the website. And thank you to all those that have been showing love and support. I'm seeing people get all types of stuff. They getting the hoodie with the sweats, they getting crew necks, they getting shirts, they getting mugs. It's all types of stuff that we have on that website. So please make sure you go check it out, because we have something on there for everyone. I kid you not. And the prices are for the low. So hallelujah. And y'all see me rocking it. I told you, I'm very big on, if somebody that you guys support don't rock their own merch, but they expect you to buy it, don't do it. Because it's something about that. I don't like that when people have their own merch, but they don't rock their own merch. No, I rock my merch. Yahuwah gave this to me in my mind, and it is put on a shirt. So it went from here to physically being on my body and other people's body as well. So hallelujah. But y'all have a blessed one. I will see y'all in the next one. Shalom, shalom.
You can't bring me down. I know who I belong to. Yeah. What? I won't sell my soul. I know my worth.